I'm Adrienne. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe. This video is all about clawfoot tubs, specifically the feet. So here's what I'm going to tell you in this video. We're going to go over how they attach, sometimes they're missing feet and why that's a problem, and what if you're missing other parts like the brackets? How do we go about finding replacement parts? What your options are if you can't find any replacement parts. And a bonus, what's the best way to move these things? Okay, let's go. First, we gotta talk about how the feet attach. So old cast iron tubs were made by pouring into a mold. Part of that design was this receiver right here. It was designed to fit the foot. So the way it works is, you get this tongue and you gotta slide it into this receiver channel like this. Then what you're gonna have to do is take the bracket and you place it over the tongue and over the hole like this. And then the screw goes in there and locks it into place. All right, so here you can see when it's all put together how it looks. You've got this receiver end, you've got the tongue from the foot coming into place, and then this bracket holds it in with the screw. So a lot of times when you go and try to find a tub, it might be missing the feet, or missing one foot, or missing these little brackets. That's a problem. So you might say, hey, that's fine. I see them sold all the time in salvage shops or online, and I kind of like these. These are a little cuter. I'm gonna put these on my tub. Wrong, 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 wrong. Well, let me show you how it's not gonna work. There's 1,000 different companies that make cast iron tubs, and they all made them a little differently. So if you have a foot that you bought that didn't come with the tub, it probably doesn't fit. Okay, so here's a classic example. I've got 2 different feet. You know, you can have claws or cankles, whichever one, right? Well, here's a problem. First off, you see how they're different lengths. If you turn to the side, they've got slightly different angles of how they attach to the tub. This one's pretty steady on the floor, but this one is rounded and curved because the feet were designed, well, they were molded with the tub to match the curvature of the tub, and all of them are different. Okay, you'll see one foot has a much longer tongue than the other foot. And this lip here is much deeper than this lip here. That makes a problem when I'm trying to fit this foot into this receiver. It's not gonna work. It's not close and flush, and it's nowhere near as long as it needs to be for the receiving bracket. So let's say you've got all the feet, but you're just missing a bracket or two, and you go, okay, I'll just find some online and I'll put them on there. This is the bracket that was designed to go with this tub. It slides on like this, and it fits very, very snugly. This one came off a different tub. It can't get a good snug fit. And here's why. They don't fit different tubs because the angles of these brackets were designed to fit the angles of those receiving ends. This one here is about a right angle to fit on the tub. This one here is like an obtuse angle. They're not going to fit right if you mix them up. So you want to buy a clawfoot tub, but it doesn't have all the feet. What are your options? First, you can look underneath the tub. A lot of the tubs will have markings from the manufacturer underneath the tub. This one here, not so much. We've got 446 written here, and then up here it looks like a number 5. These right here are plugs from when they actually cast the tub, and then they cut them off after they pulled it out of the mold. That's not going to help you too much. So this is a different cast iron tub, and this one does have markings. Okay, so this one we see it has SS, M, Co, PW, made in USA, 5 foot, number 20, P standard, PW 1922, January 14th. That's a lot of information, but what we know is we can now search for this a little bit easier. It's standard company, that's a Sanitary Standard Manufacturing Company is what SSM stands for. The other cool thing is it told us a date it was made, 1922. So we can use this to put it in a period specific home. So what do we do about our other tub that just said 446 and a number 5? I would just start searching cast iron tub 446. I'm betting the 5 means 5 foot, but you can verify that when you measure the length of it. But you'd be surprised what comes up in internet searches with just that little bit of information. So if you still have no luck with your internet searches, here's what you can do. Oh, there are companies out there that if you send them your Clawfoot, they will cast you replacement ones. So what you can do is build a cradle. What you would get is 2 big blocks of wood like this. This is about an 8x6 big old piece of timber. You would line it up where the feet were or should be. And then what you would have to do is carve it out to follow the curvature of the tub. Now, 8 inches is a lot to be standing off the floor, but you might be carving out 2 to 3 inches down because you want this lip to curl up around here so you don't have any rolling of the tub. You do that with both of them, and the curvature might not be the same, so be careful of that. But then you've got a cradle that your tub can sit on, and you don't have to worry about finding feet. And now don't think this is a tacky fix. I've seen this done in the Newport mansions. Now granted, they had it carved pretty and moldings and all kinds of stuff, but they still did it. Another option I've seen that you can purchase online is 4 feet that are attached to a steel webbing. And what happens is it's offset from where the holes are for the original feet, and they sit here and they have strapping connecting them, and it's sort of like a table stand, but it's for your tub. This is something that's manufactured, I think Strom Plumbing is the name of the company that makes them. Pro tip, the easiest way to move around one of these tubs, even by yourself, is with one of these furniture dollies. You can see that I've already got one on this tub right here. In fact, I've got them on everything in this room so I can move my stuff around and get the spacing just exactly how I want it. So you can move a tub with the feet still on it, but a lot of times it's harder to get it through a doorway when the feet are still attached. So I took them off. But that's also a reason why a lot of times the parts, the feet, the screws are missing. It's because people took them off to get it moved and then lost a piece. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Oh.